Hi, it's Kayla, the fat girl on the internet. Okay, anyway, I'd like to talk about Russia and Ukraine today. There's a conflict going between them, as I think everybody with a television, internet, or newspaper knows. Um, uh, Russia is being seen as the antagonist of all of this, and it's not true. I mean, both countries have had issues with each other in history, especially with the Soviet Union. Yeah, so they're fighting right now, and Ukraine is going to probably cry like Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, and all the others we've conquered. They'll probably be turned to dust with a bunch of terrorists, and I believe that they're already letting the terrorists start to come in by saying that you can fight in Ukraine and you don't need a visa. That's like their first step, is to bring a bunch of like people in and just destabilize the region and cause it to just be at war and stuff like that, or starve to death. Um, yeah, we need to work on our democracies. So anyway, yeah, it'll be abandoned if they get a hold of Russia. This confrontation is really about NATO, US, which is what I call it, and Russia. They're just using Ukraine as a pawn. And there will be instability and terrorists later, like I said. Um, well, I want to talk a little bit also about why good people die in war. And it happens on all sides. You can't just say the other side is like horrible and that you hate them. And soldiers are usually pretty young people who are naive and stuff like that. But they fight for what they believe in, or they fight because they have to. And I believe in honoring all of the fallen, so from both sides. And why good people end up dying so much is because they have less power than others. And when they stand up to this power, they usually get crushed. I mean, look what happened to Jesus. So, anyway, yeah. Now, my next little rant is on diabetes. I have been having a horrible time dieting. I do not know what to do because I will be okay for a while, but then my head will get foggy, and I don't know if this is a reaction between antipsychotics and my diabetes, but I will get really weird in the head, and I will have to eat sugar, and that hurts my diabetes. I found those little tiny booster things, and I'm thinking about getting some because I just want to be normal. I mean, if I weren't diabetic, I could lose the weight pretty fast because I just not eat hardly anything and then exercise a lot, which is not the healthiest way. But hey, you know what? We gotta get these pounds off somehow. You're probably healthier smoking than you are being obese. Anyway, and in other news, it's hard for me to write because I've been hit by so many weapons. But I have a couple novels I'm gonna work on. They're children novels, of course, because well. Anyway. What do you guys think about Russia and Ukraine? What do you think will happen? Do you think that NATO will eventually take over Russia or destabilize it? Do you think the Ukrainian people will eventually rise up and, shine forever?